Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play series with our Aragorn campaign. Uh, we'll be carrying on from where we left off in the last episode. I think we were in the middle of a conflict for some territory in Chelkar in the south of Mordor. Here we are. We are involved in a conflict here. We do need to carry on uh, capturing this territory so it doesn't fall to the Varyags. So we'll be continuing with that. Uh, we'll also be focusing on expansion into Arnor as well. Let's swiftly end this war. Do we have prisoners? We do. She is, however, valuable, so he currently has no income because he's involved in a war. We can wait a few years to see if he gets some money so we can actually ransom that child. How are we with our words? We could have another word. We could take our daughter, so let's do that. There we go, that's the end of that conflict. Our colony in Raunas has finished. We can now finalize this castle. I'm gonna pause the video while we figure out who to give this to. This is now a complete duchy, so we could actually settle Faramir. That's gonna drop our um, legitimacy though, so I'll have a think about that. Off screen, we can still expand though, so we're gonna carry on with our expansion in the north, just so that the dwarves can't expand into this direction. We will have to take over these duchies as well. There is a decision, I don't know if it's visible now. It is to integrate the Kingdom of Forochel and the lowlands of Angmar. The Kingdom of Forochel is this entire region here, so we'll have to capture these territories, settle the rest of the wilderness, and expand eastwards towards Angmar, which is in this region here. And we're probably going to have to fight the orcs for the territory that they do hold. We won't be able to hold any territories inside the mountains proper, but I think we can attack them to reduce their settlement levels, to wipe them out essentially. For now, we're gonna expand into this colony as well. We're gonna start with removing these bears. This flooding is almost done as well. How are we for a historical endeavor? Let's see if we can do that. Not for another 8 months, so we can't drag Aragorn into another war. This is holding 2 duchies. That's unfortunate, but we can attack him regardless. We're probably going to attack him for the one in the south, so we can access these territories at the same time. Can we attack you yet? We can. So what we're going to do, we're going to declare a war for this county, which will allow us to finalize um, the capture of this region. We're also going to declare war. We can't, yeah, he has territory spread over 2 duchies, so we're just gonna take the one in the south for now. We're gonna declare that war, and we're gonna declare war for this one as well. At this point, I think we can safely fight him as well. How many territories do you hold here? 2. We will fight for the duchy. We can start in the south just to get rid of that point. We'll raise our army here. Forgot to hold court. Let's swiftly change him out. You have 300. That's fine. Come on, game. Let's hold court. You want what? No, I don't want it to be a personal physician. There are no vacancies at this time, that's fine. The Mordor frontier. You must help fortify my lands. We could do that. I'm not gonna give you fortification rights. You would get frontier ramparts. We could convince him, or we could get shared burdens from all vassals. None of these are particularly valuable to me, so I'm just gonna convince him he's not a threat, which is a lie. I'm faced with... are we gonna pass him off to whom? To Arwen, apparently. Sure, we can do that. That's not a problem. My business here is done. We get some more legitimacy. Apparently, we have some sponsoring we can do. I don't care about the crown, and her skill is merely decent. We're gonna move Aragorn back into this army because his stats are phenomenal. We're gonna quickly attack that county so that we can finish integrating this kingdom. The culture changed in Dagorlad. What? Oh, the father died. That's what's happening there. So I guess that's why I inherited it. Okay. It doesn't matter. We can handle that later. This we can expand. We should. What's the situation in the other one? Okay. Let's finish this siege here. We could hire the Holy Order, but I think we have the necessary troops to do without. We're gonna defeat that army there, and we're gonna move here. Actually, we don't need to defeat this. No, we don't. Do we have any prisoners? We do. We also have a book, which is not that great, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we're just gonna get rid of it. And we're gonna finalize this. And this is now ours. We're gonna pass it off to our family member here. He can continue to convert the faith. And as soon as the war is over, we can establish the kingdom of Harnendor and integrate it into Gondor. We do have some provinces to take care of, so we're gonna do the construction guilds there, and Ringon is this one, so we're gonna finish that as well. Are the bears done? They are not. Okay. Another courtier. Yeah, he's a pretty decent fighter. We'll take him, that's fine. Sure. We're gonna fight there. That conflict is done. This is still part of this duchy here. He can hold a lot of territories. Is anything being built here? No. We're gonna give him this territory. It's gonna be part of his de jure duchy anyway. And we're gonna fight the Varyaks here. We have a lower Khand war banner, which I don't particularly need. I don't care about dread gain, and the court grandeur is fine, so we're just gonna destroy this. We will siege this, however, and ransom some more prisoners. He still doesn't have money, and we can gain a weak hook there. Ah, that was a misclick. I meant to gain a weak hook with him. Oh well, the child is gone. We can't ransom the child anymore. We can demand payments from some of these hooks that we keep getting. We can increase the army now. I'm gonna shift cultures, so we're not gonna be doing this. We don't need to expand our army that badly at this point in time. Mordor has a sizable army, but we've been beating him at every turn. He now has multiple Olokhais, and I think that's as much as he can expand his army after he finalizes the growth of those Olokhais. So we should be safe, mostly. Construction guilds are done in here. We're gonna build a trading outpost to pass it off to our vassal. My culture is now fascinated by the armor plate. No, that's not correct. It's gonna be fascinated by great siege engines instead. This conflict is now done as well. We can take that territory away, so now we're gonna invade what's left into the south. This is part of Chelkar actually, so, and this is the duchy title, so we'll just give this to a local Chelkar noble, that's fine. She's gonna pass away soon. Hopefully she gets to convert the faith. I don't want to deal with hostile faiths. Do we have some plagues there? We do not. That's fine. Let's continue our war in the south. Neighboring ruler won war. Did he capture? He did. This is unfortunate. Can we establish this kingdom? Actually, we can. So we will have a de jure reason to, and that changed the icon as well. We will have a de jure reason to go to war against these factions, which should be fine. Just to finalize the conquest of the Brownlands. We have a new perk in stewardship. We need to carry on with that so we can speed up our colonies. We have the trading post in Luinrain. We're gonna build this, and you are fine with income. So we can give this to him at this point, which will allow us to have another colony. We're gonna build it here so the dwarves can't expand. And then we're gonna shift our focus towards the south. Um, the elves are not going to expand in this direction, but we need to block the dwarves here in Edhelas. So we're gonna start moving south with our colonies and north from here. Did I just see? No, that's the lake. Okay. War in the south. There we go. %67%. This war shouldn't take much longer. We can gain a weak hook on you. How is my colony here though? This is still building, it's fine. We're starting to have to fight a bit too much in the desert. We need to get a trait that removes penalties, supply penalties in the desert, because they can be quite annoying. There is a way to get that guaranteed. You finished your fabrication there. No, I don't want the whole duchy. I just want the province. That'll be fine. We will want to take away this, however, because he's gonna inherit a kingdom title and I don't want him here. So I'm gonna fabricate on him instead. And there we are, that's our war against the Varyags done. So we can finalize this conflict here. We're gonna disband the army. This territory is part of Perzasan. It's part of the main capital. I'm fine with the buildings are being built there. We're gonna move this to a Pezarsani noble. That'll be fine. We're gonna tell him to convert to faith. Um, let's have a quick check. This is almost done. This is almost done. We're gonna have to build another rank here. I'm gonna leave the development on because we want to finish this colony faster so we can give the colonies to other people. We're gonna fight Medlosh Kane next. We don't have a truce with him. We can attack him. But first we need to... What's happened here? First we need to take these two away. I cannot attack Perzasani anymore. This is undergoing a revolt, I don't particularly care. Umbar, we can't attack Umbar either, so we have to take these provinces away at this point. It's a bit annoying because it's gonna take some time to raise the army, but we can do it. Who's gonna join? Some dude, don't care about some dude. Sauron might join this particular fight. We need some time to... Where did my flag go? Apparently it's not being displayed. We're gonna need some time to raise the army. It's gonna take a couple of months, which is annoying. And we're going to see if Sauron joins this conflict. He did. We need Aragorn in this army. As soon as we finish these, uh, I don't want to divert levies, but it's the best option we have. Bear's driven off, so we can continue with these here. Uh, that'll do for now. You can scurry on. I think he's involved in this conflict. Yes. As soon as we declare the war for Middle Chicane, I think we can safely uh, start our historical endeavor. We need better books, and the additional traits wouldn't hurt either. By this point, I don't think Mordor can do a lot to us anyway. We can ransom some people. Ooh, we can ransom a lot of people if they have the money for it. You do not seem to have the money for it. You do. So we'll wait for that ransom to go through. We'll end this conflict. You want to give me another fighter? Sure, I'll take it. This is part of this duchy, so we'll give this to you. Dale keeps expanding. Where did Dale expand? Ah, okay. We can now finish this war as well. But we need to fight a defensive war for it against one of Sauron's vassals. This is part of a new duchy and it's still part of Chelkar, so Chelkar noble it is. Convert the faith. The faith that's present here is a pantheon of Nadimania, which is not a hostile faith to us, but it will cause problems if we don't convert them. I wish it wouldn't, because they're only a stray, they're not hostile. It would be nice to restore these territories to their normal faith. I have done that in other games, but I'm not gonna try and do that with this campaign because it's gonna distract us too much. This is done, we can upgrade it. You're almost done as well. It's gonna distract us too much, and I just want to focus on getting the achievements done. What are we getting? We're getting open-minded, which isn't helpful because that's for learning, and we need to go through the stewardship one instead. We are sieging some of these places, and because they're being held, some of them are being held by orcs. Aragorn does not take orc prisoners, they just die automatically because of course they are. This just needs to be developed, so we're gonna build a trading outpost so we can pass it on to whoever is gonna hold this. Can we finish this war, please? You don't stand a chance against me anyway. Do we have any prisoners left? We do. Whatever, they can stay where they are for now. We captured some people here. You don't seem to have money either, do you? and you don't even care about him. He's your son and your primary heir, and you don't care to ransom him. Interesting. And you're gonna pay me 800 gold anyway. Oh my god. This is what I meant when I said that Gondor has this stalwart defenders trait, which is wonderful for defensive wars. Well, at this point, I don't particularly care about any of these. I'm just gonna mass release all of them. We're gonna hold a mystical communion. We're gonna extort subjects. And we're gonna capture this land here. Oh, that's interesting. Why would you not be my vassal? We'll have everyone pay, that's fine. Will you be my vassal now? No. But we can do if we push him for low feudal obligations. Excellent. Which means we'll be taking that from him, because he doesn't belong there anyway. He's gonna inherit a bunch of territory in Ithilien as soon as we get Ithilien back anyway. We're not gonna go for your grand wedding. Enjoy your grand wedding. We're gonna start the war against Medloshukane instead. Before we do that, we can unify the havens of Harnendor. So you just need to hold the mouth of the Harnen territory for that. I think this is mostly powerful trading kingdom controlling the mouth of the Harnen. It makes sense to do this. So we're gonna establish the kingdom. The consolidation of Ramland and Midland not only bolsters our military might, but also sweetens our financial situation. After generations of rivalry and strife between the two havens, the uniting of the two has brought much needed prosperity to the area. With full control over the mouth of the Harnen, we control and regulate a massive portion of all trade entering Harad. Due to this, the region has already received fruitful returns. Whereas once the region was marked by a tug of war over trade rights, now the havens march towards a richer future. Let the havens put aside their difference. I think that created the crown title. It did, and it gave it to us automatically. And at this point, we can restore the Dunedain province. Will be integrated into your rifle de jure. It'll cost us a bit of gold. So at the moment, I don't know if it will go towards the reunited kingdom or not. Let's have a look. It might go into Gondor directly. It was one of the earlier Númenórean colonies. After the downfall of Númenor, it was forgotten until it was revived in the late Third Age. Now we can properly integrate it. So we have a list of territories we can integrate. So let's do it. It's gonna take us a second here. This is for the education of my daughter. Justice is good, the rest of them are not. She has come of age as well. I'm gonna have to play the marriage simulator at some point because we need to secure these candidates for marriage. So do we not get an additional text for the integration? We don't seem to do. However, it is now part of the Jure Gondor, so it has been integrated into the High Kingdom of Gondor. It's part of our de jure territory now. The rest of them will still take some time. It is no longer, this territory is no longer part of the High Kingdom of Haradwith. We will be taking the last territory for Harondor as well. Amrun is now smaller, obviously. So is Harondor, because some of this land was de jure Harondor land, but that's fine. Uh, as soon as we fix the duchy title here and this particular title here, we want to remove him from this duchy because he's a tribal vassal. Tribal vassals typically can develop quite strong armies, whereas my feudal one will struggle to keep up with the same kind of military. So we want to remove him from that territory. He's not a very good, um, he's not part of a very good culture either. The Donan were not inherently evil. They're mountain dwellers. Uh, they actually, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so they actually integrated into the Harandorim. Uh, the, the Harandorim are a mix between Gondorian and Donan. So the Donan are not evil people per se. They're mostly neutral. But we will try to remove them. They're lagging behind culturally as well. Their development is still in the tribal era. They have some in the feudal one as well. But they're lagging behind. Um, right. We still have a truce with him, so we can't attack him. We still have a truce with him, so we can't attack him. I suspect we have one with Umbar. We have a truce with Umbar, so we can't spread in the south. We could go for the desert. This is a hostile faith. We hold land that's part of their... Oh no, we don't. This is part of Harad. Speaking of, can we establish the Empire of Harad? Not yet. We still need to capture some territory. So we're gonna launch our campaign against Medlo-Chicane. We need to fight. We get a relic war. What relic are you holding? Probably in the royal court, maybe? No, not even that. I don't know what relics he has that I have this option. But it doesn't matter. We're just going to attack him. We'll take the rest of this duchy later. We're gonna attack him for Menrunen, I think. Or should we go... No, we'll take this one. We'll take Bethrafel. Just to break into his stuff. We're gonna send Aragorn on a historical endeavor. We need better books. Who's gonna be my court chronicler? We can put him in charge of that. We'll send Aragorn to Imladris with the best books available. We'll start that. We'll raise the military here. Can we expand the military? We can, because we finished that research, so I don't really want to expand the military anymore. Trading, we need to look at our colonies. Tiringon. All Tiringon needs is development. We're waiting for this settlement to build, and we have a trading outpost there as well. What is happening here? The settlement is being built, the wolves are being removed, the flooding is being taken care of. Those are only colonies left. These are all castles, I think they are. And this is almost done. Do you have enough gold? You do not. I'm gonna gift him some gold. That should allow him to finalize that settlement. Right here, we're gonna go through Let's try the mystical years of the trees. We're gonna go through Feanor, I think, and then the first king slaying. Let's see what that does. Stewardship, intrigue. We'll go for stewardship. We did get some stewardship perks. That's nice. It will help us. My game seems to be lagging a bit. It will help us with. Let's see if you can beat that army. We're gonna disband this one. Wolf hunting faster, that would increase holding taxes, but I'll just take the blank money instead. We do need to start working into this one as well. We'll go for the construction guild. Let's see. I'll take the learning lifestyle experience. Learning, intrigue, stewardship. I don't like the amount of murder sprees that are happening, so I'm gonna try and increase his intrigue a bit. Marshal, we don't need Marshal. We don't really need diplomacy right now either. We're gonna go for stewardship. We didn't get it. Diplomacy, Marshal. I think Marshal is more valuable. Let's see. It didn't increase. We can still try to get Sailor. We didn't get Sailor either. Diplomacy or prowess. Prowess is always good. We will go for prowess instead. Apparently Maglor lost his territory. We're gonna play around with Maglor as well. So Maglor is one of the sons of Feanor, who created the Silmarils. In this game he's still alive. Lore-wise, I don't think lore-wise in the canon, I don't think the lore specifies whether Maglor survived or not. The Silmaril he was taken care of was thrown into the sea. The mod team did implement Maglor in the game as a playable character. So we'll try and play around with him as well later on in another Let's Play. He does have quite a bit of a story you can play. He has some interesting decisions to take. So we will mess around with him as well. Back to this diplomacy prowess. We'll take prowess. It did not increase. We'll go back to the mythical trees and we'll try for the first king slaying and the exile of the Noldor. This army is not actually fighting. Let's fight. We're back in the Feanor series. I don't need martial, learning, or diplomacy. We'll go for learning. That would come in more useful. We'll take some faith. I'll just give them I'll give in to their demands. I'm not interested in fighting this war right now. Logistician would be good. Let's see if we get it. We did not. Learning would be valuable. None of these matter. If you want to pay homage to me, I'll accept. It's very nice. Stewardship, diplomacy, or intrigue. Let's go for intrigue. He still didn't get it. Learning. We don't need Blade Master or Reckless. Reckless can be grown into a good commander trait. Let's take it. We didn't get that either. The game does not like me apparently. And the books we got are the first Kinslaying and Feanor and the Disquiet of the Noldor. It would be good to have this, but we're prioritizing stewardship, so we're gonna take the stewardship. Feanor and the Disquiet of the Noldor, yep. So we're gonna equip this in our royal court. Stewardship there. This is diplomacy and renown. Feanor instead. Because we need to expand the speed at which we acquire the wilderness. As soon as Aragorn is back, we're gonna move him into the army because we need to fight Mordor as well, which is annoying. And Aragorn is still our best fighter by far. He also sieges faster. He's fully leveled up his sieging skill by now. We're just gonna do a mass ransom. I can't be bothered to handle all of those individually. There's just too many of them. For Rinwo, it's you. We're gonna build a trading outpost. How are you? You're still not quite there. That's fine. More ransoming, please. I do not want them in my prison. Mordor is coming around for some fun. But at this point I think we just siege well too fast for him to catch up. Don't care, just get them out of here, please. I'm not interested in having prisoners. This is a danger. They have quite a few troops though. We won, basically. So at this point it's game over. They simply cannot keep they cannot keep up with how fast we siege places. So this would have been potentially a dangerous situation because Mordor, we can beat Mordor, but Mordor still has a lot of troops. Apparently he's losing some vassals. He still has a lot of troops, and if he combines forces with Medloshukane, I don't think we can win a fight like that unless we call in the elves. We didn't call the elves for this particular conflict because I thought we could win it, and we have. We're gonna disband this. Train in mounted combat, I'll take that. How much experience do we have? We can get more, so that'll be useful. We can fight Umbar again, and we need to. We cannot fight you. We cannot fight you. How old are you now? 110. That's not a lot of time left. After he finishes trying to fabricate here, we're gonna start fabricating on on the Riddermark because we need to forcibly vassalize the Riddermark. He is a king. He's never going to accept an offer of vassalization simply because being a king gives him a debuff for 200 to be vassalized, and Rohan is part of the provinces that we can integrate back into Gondor. I know that's not part of canon, but we will be making it such. The Kingdom of Isengard has not been formed for some reason. Eomer does hold it. So he can technically create the Empire title for Kalinardhon now. We will fight Umbar though, because we need to take control of Umbar territories. Let me just quickly check how long I've been recording. We're getting close to an hour. We're at 45 minutes now. We do have time to fight this and break him. We can fight for Umbar itself. Interesting. If I take Umbar itself, I'm gonna have to make a decision of who to give it to, and I don't want to do that right this very moment. We are holding way too many territories, so I'm gonna pause the recording just to give away this territory here, and to figure out what we're gonna do with a bunch of other territories, and I'll be right back. Right, here we are. I gave these to one of the sons of Elegost here. So one of the sons now holds this particular bunch of territory. We're gonna create his duchy here. It's gonna shift icon a little bit, but not much. We're gonna give him that title. If I can find it, it's this one. So he's gonna be a duke. We're gonna set him to convert the faith in the province. We're also going to create the kingdom title for Chelkar, because we have enough territory for it. It might shift the icon just a little bit. We're gonna give him the duchy title as well. He can hold that for us. I'm not sure if I told him to convert the faith. This we need to fix because Boromir somehow managed to get control of this territory. And this duchy here is being held by someone else, so we're gonna have to leave it in place as is. We're gonna start the war against Umbar here to gain control of one of his duchies. We're not gonna go for the main Umbar duchy quite yet. We're gonna go for Krimfala instead. It's not gonna be easy to capture, and Umbar is currently attacking Belakar. Oh, Umbar has expanded in the south. Belakar is gonna be a valuable ally, so we do need to make sure we can have Belakar as an ally. We need to keep an eye on this. They are fighting over a bit of land in the south. He is still in good health. He is hale, and he has some blood of Numenor, so he's gonna be a bigger threat than what Dale currently is. We're gonna fight him for this duchy, and we're gonna keep him engaged in wars as often as we can because we want to diminish his strength as much as possible. But we're gonna attack him for his duchy here. We're gonna raise the army. And we're gonna break his face. Durin is crowned, right? So, we have here King Dane has passed away from old age. He did have two sons. Prince Thorin here should have been his heir. However, Prince Thorin had his own children, one of which is a dwarf father. So, for those of you that don't know, there are several legendary dwarven houses that were established by the first dwarf fathers, and the dwarf fathers are supposed to be reborn and relive another life in every now and again. The House of Durin was established by the first dwarf to awaken. So if we click on the House of Durin and open the dynasty tree, we can scroll all the way up to its establishment. It's a long dynasty tree. We can scroll all the way up, and if we expand to the parent, we can see here that the first dwarf in the House of Durin was King Durin the First, the Deathless, who died at the ripe old age of 2,386. So he was almost 2,400 years old when he lived his first life, when he established the Kingdom of Moria of Khazad-dûm. He was reborn several times. Here we can see that he was a king again, King Durin II, and so on, all the way throughout this family tree. In the game, they implemented this in the way that a dwarf might inherit the traits of one of the dwarf fathers, and when he comes of age, he will be declared a dwarf father. There is a limit on how many times this can happen, so the game only allows for the 7th reincarnation to happen. So once Durin the 7th dies, in the game there won't be any more reincarnations of Durin. I think there is another dwarven house that only has the 5th reincarnation at the beginning of the game, so you can have 2 dwarf fathers. I can't remember exactly which one it is. It might be the one in the south here. It might be Thror's folk. I'm not gonna go through that at the moment. Or it might be Uri. I'm not entirely sure. It wouldn't be Uri, because Uri starts with Uri the 6th. Okay. So, we did finish a trading outpost here. Let's expand that settlement. How many colonies can you have? Your account, so you can only have 1, I think. And this is still being built, so we can't pass that colony to you as of yet. We'll raise our army here. You have an ally as well, and they have quite a few soldiers. We'll see how we can handle this, because with 20,000 here and another 10,000 there, that's quite a bit of soldiers to have. We can use our Holy Order, I think. We'll just finish raising the troops. We are getting more and more troops available because we've been expanding our kingdom. We'll split off the inherited soldiers. Let's see if we can call the Holy Order. It's not a lot of troops, but we'll call them regardless. We'll merge and we'll start sieging down the coast. Maybe this will distract him from his conflict with Belakar. We do need him to not win wars against Belakar. That is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him give me a duchy title. So we won't be able to take that away from him just yet. We're gonna fabricate instead on Mendost, so we can give the duchy title for Mirland to this character here. We'll worry about this duchy later. After we take this territory away, we're gonna start fabricating on Rohan, because we have quite a bit to fabricate and we need duchy titles to remove his territory, so we can take away his vassals, and then so we can forcibly vassalize him. Our colony in Olga Kush has finished. It's gonna be this one. We have enough to turn this into a castle. We're gonna do that. You don't need to work on that anymore. This is already done. It just needs to be developed. However, I am debating on who to give this to. I think I'm gonna give it to a random Gondorian. Maybe someone here. You should do fine for now. We'll give it to him. Uh, we'll also give him a hospice, I think. We will need to start building hospices everywhere, but for now I can't really do that. I do have funds, but most of these areas already have built. Not all of them. I'll do some of them off camera, just to limit the amount of damage that plagues do, because there's recurrent plagues in the kingdom. What income would you have as of right now? You have enough. I can give you this colony. I think it will be safe to do that. So that you can control this and develop this yourself. We now have room for 2 additional colonies. The north is secure pretty much, so we're gonna start a colony in the south and another one there to work our way into this region here, so we can block the dwarves and take this territory away from them because it doesn't belong to them per se. And we're gonna continue our conflict here. You have another castle here. We're gonna siege that one as well. We'll try and distract his military to pull it away from Belakar, so I'm not gonna siege in this place. Lompola would be up here. We're gonna do construction guilds there. This will probably be able to move it around. We're gonna develop this one instead, just so we can give him a different one, and for this to finish faster. Not sure what that was. We have a betrothed that can marry. Interesting. This is not ideal per se, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, you would inherit the main kingdom, and in Cardolan, I mean, and she is the daughter of a guy who has an unpressed claim. We'll do the marriage for now, and they did not have children either. That is obnoxious. Not sure why they're not having children. Let me pause the video for a second. Yeah, we're gonna proceed with this marriage regardless. We're gonna give that territory to someone else. It will be fine. I'd rather they have children because they have pretty good stats. We're getting close to the 1 hour mark. We're gonna try and finish this. Oh my, what castle do you have? You have 19 fortification. That's gonna take some time. Who are you? You're one of my rivals. We'll do this. Poem was rejected. That's fine. We're gonna try and We're gonna try and finalize this conflict later, I think. Who are you attacking? You're attacking Belakar, and you're defending against me as well. And we lost whoever was in here. We're gonna give it to a different noble. He's sick as well. He'll probably die as well. We'll see. Look at this massive plague. It's just gonna burn through all of this. It is possible that Mordor is starting these shenanigans. They do have an event that allows them to start plagues. Uh, it doesn't seem like Umbar wants to fight me though. They are engaged in a fight because they're losing soldiers. Don't care. Dale is winning fights, probably in the woods. We have that now. Construction guild was built. We'll build a trading outpost as well. And our vassal here, we can build the next tier for his settlement. But I think I'm gonna cut off the episode here. I will see you in the next episode. We'll carry on with our conflict with Umbar. We need to weaken Umbar because this conqueror is gonna expand into Belakar. And I don't want him to do that. He's fine now. He's probably gonna live for another 30 years or so, 20 or 30 years. So we need to weaken him at every opportunity, and his allies as well. For that reason, we'll probably continue with fighting the Jalut in the south, just so we can get to the Tejin Confederacy. But we do need to start invading Mordor as well. So we'll see how we carry on in the next episode. So on that note, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.